What's up? Quick uke tips here. Today we're going to go over some beginner chords. Some chords use one finger, some use two fingers, some use three fingers. We're going to dive right in. Our first chord is C. You can use any finger and you cover the bottom string, the A string, on the 3rd fret. There's your C chord. The next one finger chord is A minor. I prefer to use my middle finger for this. We're going to cover the top string, the G string, on the 2nd fret. Now if we use our middle finger, we can use our pointer finger and access these notes right here. Going from the A minor, we're going to take our pointer finger and we're going to put it on the E string on the 1st fret. There's your F chord. Now suppose it might be tough to get two fingers on. You can also play the F chord like this. This isn't your typical F chord. It's called F add 9 or F add 2. We're not going to get into the names right now, but you can use this as a nice substitution when you go to play the F chord. Going from our standard F chord, we're going to put our ring finger on the C string on the 2nd fret. That's our D minor chord. It might be a little tough wiggling that ring finger in there at first. Just keep trying and you'll build up the muscle and the dexterity over time. Nothing ever sounds perfect at first, so if you hit some weird notes, don't get discouraged. Just keep doing it and it'll fall into place eventually. Moving on, we're going to look at 3 different ways that you can play the E minor chord. First, we're going to learn E minor 7. We're going to take our peace sign, our 2 fingers. Again, you can use any fingers, but I'll be using these 2 fingers. We're going to put our middle finger on the bottom string on the 2nd fret. We're going to put our pointer finger on the C string on the 2nd fret. Now that's E minor 7th. That might be the easiest version of E minor that you can learn, and you can substitute that for any E minor. Another version of E minor, we're going to take our pointer finger, we're going to cover the bottom string on the 2nd fret, we're going to take our ring finger, and we're going to cover the C string on the 4th fret. There's another version of E minor. The 3rd version of E minor requires 3 fingers. We're going to put our pointer finger, bottom string, 2nd fret. We're going to take our middle finger, put it on the E string on the 3rd fret, and we're going to put our ring finger on the 4th fret on the C string. Kind of creates that diagonal finger position. That's the typical E minor shape. You can use all of these. The E minor 7th is a nice substitution to add some jazzy sounds. Next, we're going to learn the G chord. This was the hardest beginner chord for me when I was first learning. Moving on, we're going to look at the G chord. We're going to take our middle finger. We're going to put it on the 2nd fret on the bottom string, the A string. We're going to take our pointer finger. We're going to swing it around, and we're going to put it on the C string on the 2nd fret. Our ring finger is going to go on the E string on the 3rd fret. We'll create that triangle position. There's your G chord. Now you want to make sure that when you're playing chords like that, your fingers get a nice little arch in them. Also, a quick switch between the G and the E minor is you can play the G chord and then take your pinky and put it on the 4th fret on the C string. It's a good way to switch from G to E minor. The next chord we're going to learn is a D chord. Now I play this in 2 different ways. One might be easier for you and one might be harder. We're going to take our pointer finger, we're going to cover the top string on the 2nd fret. We're going to take our middle finger, put it on the C string on the 2nd fret, and our ring finger, we're going to put it on the E string on the 2nd fret. That's your D chord. Again, it might help if you angle your wrist so it moves this way. You can get all your fingers in there. Makes it a little bit easier. Another way that I first learned how to play this was I'll take my pointer finger and I'll press down on the top 3 strings on the 2nd fret and bend it up so it doesn't touch that bottom string. Might be harder to do, it might be easier. Try them both out. The next chord is an A chord. Not to be confused with the A minor, this is A major. So we're going to take our middle finger, put it on the top string on the 2nd fret, as if we're playing an A minor. And we're going to take our pointer finger, and we're going to put it on the C string on the 1st fret. That's your A major chord. And to the next chord is F sharp minor. So holding this A major chord, we're going to take our ring finger, we're going to put it on the 2nd fret on the E string, and there's your F sharp minor chord. So there you have it, a bunch of beginner chords that you can use and practice with. Some of them might be easy, some of them might be a little bit more difficult. Try them all out. If some of them are too difficult, work on the easy ones and come back to it. A lot of times it's just building up muscle and dexterity in your fingers, which requires playing a lot of dead notes or weird sounds. So anytime you play a weird sound, don't get discouraged, and rather look at it as your fingers are building up muscle. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, send me a comment, send me a message. Let me know what your questions are, and I will gladly get back to you. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.